Good afternoon. Uh, Thank you for joining me again tonight. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different. We're going to be taking on Troll Slayer's namesake Troll. Now, I did try this once before at level 6 with Arna, and I pretty much got my entire ass kicked. So tonight we're going to be taking him on again. Now, I actually accidentally deleted the save file for Arna, so I can't use her anymore. So I trained up Jorgrim here, who's actually my favorite melee character because of his snowballing trait, and he's got a great sword again. And tonight I'm gonna try one more time. So Jorgrim is level 10. I put all my points into strength. He's got 30 strength. I guess we'll just look at his stats real quick. 120% weapon damage, 6% crit chance. He's got pretty much no crit chance. I pretty much rely on Feast of Steel if I need to crit at all. Um, a decent amount of crit efficiency. That's just all from the strength. And we'll go ahead and take a look at what items I've brought with me. I'm using the Footman Greatsword. This is the best sword that I could buy. Maybe if I had higher reputation in towns, I could probably get something better. It's just got armor penetration and energy drain on it. Nothing to write home about, no life drain, nothing like that. And he's just got regular mail with enchanted with energy and health. Cone helmet, also with health and energy, only one health. I didn't really spend a lot of time re-rolling my enchants on this character. I just kind of picked up anything that had energy and went with that. Just regular nightly girdle, and everything else is not enchanted. This is tan boots, fang amulet, all this stuff you can pick up from the first town. Um, I've got a few potions with me this time around. I brought 4 of these vivifying essences, which is pretty much the only real healing potion in the game. Aside from one really rare potion that I haven't ever seen, but I've seen some other people post about it on forums. Um, I've got a potion of rage, life drain, and energy drain, and as well as some things to deal with pain for the fight. Um, Now, I haven't really done this before, except for that one time at level 6 where I got stopped pretty quickly, but I do know a few of the mechanics. So the idea here is I'm just going to go ahead and pop some of these potions, go in there and try to stick close to him if I can, and try to keep my defensive abilities up. This Jorgrim is actually a more offensive oriented Jorgrim. I don't even have defensive tactic learned. I just have offensive tactic here. Um, which I may or may not pop during the fight. It's only going to give me about 4% more crit chance, which isn't a whole lot to write home about. Now, a couple of things to keep in mind for great swords. For anyone else who might enjoy great sword builds, so parry is probably the best skill in great swords. Basically, once you pop it, it gives you some block chance and block power, and every time you block, you're guaranteed a counterattack. However, it is bugged right now, so any named ability, you can block it 100%, but you will not counter it. Right now, the counterattack is only working against normal attacks. So things like the troll, where most of his abilities are actually named abilities, you're not going to be counterattacking against. So a lot of his offense is really kind of neutered in this fight. Um, Hopefully they get that fixed soon. The other thing about great swords that's not seeming to work correctly is in the athletics tree. If you take sprint training, this is supposed to increase the distance of all charge-based skills by 1 tile. It's even got heroic charge listed on there. This is not working. You can take this ability, but it's not going to increase your heroic charge by an extra tile. So there's not really a whole lot of point to dipping into athletics for sprint training, at least if you're running a great sword build right now. Hopefully they get that fixed soon as well. All right, so I guess that's enough of me yapping my mouth here. So I'm just going to go ahead, and I know the troll is up here somewhere. It's kind of a trap if you walk too much further beyond this point, you're going to get pulled into a cutscene, and then you're going to go straight into the fight with the troll. So I kind of traveled over here and kind of stopped right now. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of pop my my potions here and try to deal with some of that. Um, Try to deal with some of my intoxication a little bit. And let's see where that puts me. Not great. So go ahead and eat some food, drink some water. Intoxication still 32%, which is pretty high, honestly. So I'm going to go ahead and actually just get rid of that entirely. That's going to confuse me for, oh man, 28 turns. Well, I don't really have too much time to let that wear off. Otherwise, all my other stuff will wear off. So I'm going to go ahead and hopefully that doesn't completely screw me up this fight. But you know what? I guess it is what it is. Looks like he doesn't even want to walk up there. All right, so here we go. Hopefully, Clumsy doesn't completely neuter my chances of winning this fight. So I'm going to actually first put up, let's go ahead and start with offensive tactic, and then try to move out of the range of this boulder. Then start, I guess I'm not going to start moving toward him. Gonna get dazed real quick. So the idea is to kind of move out of all of these AoEs if you can. Obviously that's not always going to be possible, so sometimes you're just going to get hit and stunned, and then he's going to come up and try to do this again. I'm just going to move out of that. Right when you dodge the AoE, you kind of get one round to kind of check yourself out and maybe use a healing salve or whatever, and then kind of get back into the fight. So as long as I keep my everything looking good, I'm just going to keep on hitting him, using my charges whenever he knocks me back. And hopefully, well, I was hoping the life drain potion here would refill my health bar enough that I wouldn't have to use potions too much, at least while it's up. So we'll see if that works out for me. If not, you know, it is what it is. So we're just going to keep on attacking him. I'm doing about 40 damage or so. I know he's got some pretty gnarly armor. So I think I need to actually get through that armor before I can really start damaging him. So we're just going to kind of dance around here for a bit. Yeah, it looks like my parry fell off and I just kind of let it drop. So there we go. Got a good block in there. Now that should have been a counter attack on that claw swipe, but like I said, claw swipe is a named ability. So even if you block it, you're not going to do counter attacks. I would probably be able to do this fight twice as fast if counter attack was actually working correctly, but it's not. So we're just going to have to make do. So right now he's doing a little healing ability, troll regeneration for 4 turns, and it takes a lot less damage and he gets a whole bunch of health back every turn. So you want to hit him with a melee ability as soon as possible, as soon as he drops into that. You know, if you're a ranged build or something, just hit him with your fists. You might actually be able to out damage him, you know, dependent. Alright, so I'm just going to keep on kind of doing this, and luckily I keep blocking a lot of things, so that's helping out a lot. It looks like he's hurt my arm there, so I'm going to go ahead and hit it with some surgery. Then go back to fighting. My pain's going up a bit. Once that gets up to 50% or so, I'm probably going to use one of those potions so I don't get constantly stunned. So far, so good. He's at 34%. Oh, that's not too terrible. I mean, this hasn't actually been too tough this time around. Just keep dodging around and oh, nice crit for 245. Let's see how his health is looking. Oh, he's 7%. That's not bad. I think we might actually just kill him right now. Oh, man. Let's go ahead and try to end this with an arc swing. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Oh, that wasn't too terrible. So, there's a bunch of goodies over here, but I don't really have a whole lot of room to actually pick those up. So, let's go ahead and see what's inside the tower. Now, this is actually my first time beating the troll. I've been playing around with a bunch of different builds, so I've got a bunch of low-level guys. This is actually the first character I've taken to level 10 this time around. So that was actually a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. You know, he really didn't take me down. I didn't have to use any of these potions, or I mean, I used the surgeon's kit one time. Didn't start any bleeds. I mean, it was fairly simple. I guess you just need to get to a certain level and a certain level of protection, and you know, you can pretty much just own him. All right, so let's see what's inside the tower. Some heater shields on the ground. I'll probably come back and collect those whenever I have more room. Oh, there's a Griffin Salé that looks really nice. It's not too bad. That's not too bad. Vision -4. Oh, basically you're blind wearing this thing. But look at him. Look how good that looks. All right. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and hold on to that for a little bit, just because I just like the way that it looks. And a crumpled note. Let's go ahead and read the note. The beast is still nearby. Everything shakes so much with its every step. I fear the remains of the upper floor might collapse on our heads. The path upstairs is blocked. There's a troll outside, and we only have enough food and water to last us for a day. We are doomed. Oh, well, poor guy. He didn't look like he made it right there. So there we go. We defeated the troll. Let's go ahead and head back to town and let the elder know of our great deeds. We're not too terribly far from Manshire. Looks like not too many squares. So let's go ahead and just kind of make a quick run back. You know what? Maybe I can actually carry one of these shields with me while I'm here. Maybe even a sword. All right. That looks like they're all pretty beat up, so they're not really worth a whole lot. But you know what? Every bit helps. Actually, you know what? I've got some room in my backpack. I took everything out of the backpack so I could have it ready for this fight. I didn't even use these pain potions. So you know what? I can probably carry another shield with me. Look at all that preparation. That just goes to show in Stoneshard, you know, as long as you're prepared for a fight, it's pretty simple. Oh, look at that. It's a kettle helmet. Let's see how much that is worth. That's not too terrible. Go ahead and pick up another one of these broken swords. Alright, that's enough. Let's go ahead and run back to town now. So it looks like I can just go down. Okay. So a lot of other people are probably a lot better when it comes to keeping track of where they are on the map than I am. I get distracted from time to time. So yeah, I may lose my way. Wow, that that minus vision, I really feel that. Look at that. If I put on my normal helmet here, look at that. The whole thing opens up. All right, so there's a couple bison over here. I'd stop and kill those, but kind of trying to just run back to town for the video this time around. I can't really carry back anything that they may drop anyway. All right, so I think this might be town. Might be the next one over. See, I told you. I always get lost pretty simple. So that was the troll from Trollslayer. Not nearly as climactic a fight as I thought it would be. The first time I came across that guy, I was level 2, and I got pulled into that little cutscene and immediately stomped. I think he hit me with 2 boulders, and I died. Shoot, where am I? Let's just kind of... Okay, there's the road. There we go. So the road will lead us to the little winery, I think. So I think I just need to go over one more. Alright, there we go. So I was level 2 the first time. I wasn't prepared at all. The second time I was level 6. I thought I was a big shot, and I went and got one shot. Well, not really one shot. He hit me a couple times. I lasted a little bit, but not long enough to win. So this time, I came back. I meditated a little bit. Bought some better equipment, and it looks like we've destroyed him. So let's come back to speak with this gentleman here at the top of the tower who sent us on our quest about that troll contract. That's right, the troll is dead. You can send your men to the tower. The corpse is still there. See, I expected more from it. The beast was way too sluggish. Incredible. So, about your reward. You earned it fair and square. Take your pick. Oh, I really thought that it would let me look at what I was getting into here. So let me look. So they have a Nistrian Ramphia and a Scadian Staff. That's not even as good as what I've got. So, it's got some accuracy and crit efficiency. You know what? It's actually probably better than what I've got. It has 1 less damage, but it's still pretty comparable. Let's see what it... Oh, dropping things on the ground now. Let's see what it looks like. Oh, it looks pretty cool, though. I probably should have gone with the armor. I know that you can get the Ranger's vest from this. But it is what it is, so. Look at that. What a cool little dude. So that's it. That was the Trollslayer quest completed. And I'm just going to go ahead and talk to Baron here. And he doesn't really have anything to say, so I guess that's really the end of the road. So there you have it, the Trollslayer quest from Trollslayer, and that was the mighty troll. He's balanced for level 10-ish characters, so I'm pretty much right at the level that you should be when you are taking him on. Obviously, you can take him on a little bit lower than that. It doesn't really matter. So now that I've beaten him, I guess from here I can just go ahead and try some other builds. The main draw of this game is really just trying new builds and playing around with them until there's more content released. So there you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed the fight and got to see some of its mechanics and what you need to do. Um, I hope you have enjoy the rest of your evening. Good night.